I want to mention something about Pakistan which has gone unmentioned. The Foreign Secretary of Pakistan is a woman, protege of a former woman Foreign Secretary. She is the boss of the entire diplomatic corps. And oftentimes you will see her in photographs meeting with the Iranian delegation or other foreign delegations. But most importantly, she is there when Mr. Arakshi comes to visit. And you see her sitting opposite him while they're meeting with the Prime Minister. The foreign ministers are political appointees, while the foreign secretaries rise through the foreign service ranks and are made foreign secretaries based on rank and merit. She has been the power behind all the diplomatic moves. She is the traffic director of all the diplomats of Pakistan. They all report to her. What is being said, how it's being said, which ambassador is speaking, including the United Nations. The man who speaks for Pakistan at the United Nations Security Council reports to her. So everything is cleared by her. And she is the one who is managing the whole diplomatic scene that you see out of Pakistan. So I really want to tip my hat to this lady for what she is doing, not only for Pakistan, but for the region and entire world, actually, making sure that Pakistan's diplomatic posture is highly professional, not a word out of line, making sure that every country Pakistan has a relationship with is informed and on board with what Pakistan is doing. So hat tip and major kudos to her. Second of all, I got very educated today. I knew Pakistan was importing oil and gas from the Middle East, but I didn't quite have the nuance and the detail. So today I was listening to an interview by Fahad Hussain, who is an anchor for the television channel Express 24/7, and he was interviewing the Pakistan's Minister of Energy from the Petroleum Division. And he told us very clearly what Pakistan does as far as imports from the GCC countries. So this to me highlighted the immense vulnerabilities of Pakistan and the immense opportunities for Pakistan as well. And he told us that Pakistan's diesel comes from Kuwait. So that is offline now. Pakistan gas, LNG, comes from Qatar. Now, Qatar and Kuwait were both attacked by Iran during the first days of the war, knocking out Qatar's ability to export oil and Kuwait's ability to export oil, and we know they have exported zero since the war started, and Qatar's ability to export gas, and they're down to like 30% of their capacity. So both Kuwait and Qatar are now squeezed, and so that squeezes Pakistan's ability to get diesel and to get gas. Both countries housed US bases, and as we know, those bases were tremendously damaged, and in Kuwait, American service men and women were killed. Then there is Fujairah, the UAE's oil port. Pakistan gets, or used to get, its oil from Fujairah, which does not need to go through the Strait of Hormuz. Yesterday, Iran attacked Fujairah and lit it on fire. Now, we don't know what's happened to the capacity of the Fujairah port, but we know that Iran attacked Fujairah, essentially blockading the UAE's ability to export oil. That hits Pakistan as well. Then there is Saudi Arabia. The minister says that the Saudis have been very kind and very helpful, and the oil pipeline from the oil refineries to the port of Yanbu on the Red Sea is where they transport the oil to Pakistan. Now, the Houthis are present in the Red Sea. in an aggressive capacity. They have not yet entered the war. They have not attacked the ships yet. They have not all out come out and disrupted the Red Sea lanes. That is why you see a lot of stepping on eggshells and gingerly movements, because the Houthis are still not activated on behalf of Iran. So if that port is threatened, that squeezes Pakistan even more. Importing gas and petrol and oil from the United States is a very expensive proposition for Pakistan. That leaves Russia, because Iranian oil is sanctioned, so that is a problem for Pakistan. Who knows if it's coming in through smuggling or other means, but where Russia is concerned, we know the US has lifted the sanctions on Russia, so perhaps Pakistan is importing from Russia. But Pakistan's vulnerabilities are several. One, oil and diesel. Two, gas. Three, fertilizer. Even local production requires gas. Remittances. All of these areas are massively constrained and squeezed. Pakistan's largest remittances come from Saudi Arabia and from the UAE. And as we know, because UAE is very upset with Pakistan, they have been deporting Pakistanis. So that is a real vulnerability. So it is oil and gas, fertilizer, and remittances, which make Pakistan extraordinarily vulnerable. On the plus side is the port of Gwadar. Now, Gwadar was created under China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which is the largest project under China's Bridge and Road Initiative, which they branched out all over the emerging markets to help these countries build infrastructure by taking Chinese loans. And Chinese labor and Chinese expertise would go into the countries and build the ports and the roads and the railway tracks, basically infrastructure. And CPEC in Pakistan was the largest part of this initiative. And the Gwadar port was created to help China reach the Arabian Sea by cutting down on the amount of time it took and the expense. So thanks to China, now the Gwadar port is going to realize its potential by opening up new trade routes into Iran, into Central Asia, and maybe the age-old Silk Route, which Pakistan will benefit from. But right now, Pakistan's diplomatic push is really about mitigating the potential vulnerabilities that Pakistan has. And again, I say kudos to the Foreign Secretary of Pakistan, who is a woman, who is a protege of the former Foreign Secretary, who's also a woman, and she is leading the diplomatic corps in trying to make this a success in stopping the conflict and in once again righting the ship, so to speak, of the world economy. So just wanted to make sure that I kind of acknowledged who actually was working behind the scenes, and she's very much a huge part of what is going on behind the scenes.